Hello students, welcome to Alforce e-learning senior intermediate English class. In this session, dear students, I am very much pleased to explain the first poem, that is I Celebrate Myself, written by Walt Whitman. Dear students, before I start the poem, I ask you, have you heard anywhere the songs praising the glory of any person or any place or any monument? Or have you heard any person singing for himself? Dear students, let me ask you a question. When the created sing for himself, is the creator entitled for appreciation or celebration? So in this poem we shall come to know that poet Walt Whitman, known as the or regarded as the poet of universal values, born in the USA 1819. So he is a carpenter's father. His father was a carpenter, and his failure in life made Mr. Whitman to lead a miserable childhood. He worked as an apprentice in a press and a compositor and of course a counselor. Later he worked as a teacher and hospital volunteer also. But that compulsion was a blessing in disguise. The varied experience made Mr. Whitman to see life as an integral whole. So in the beginning he wrote poems on the society and the civilization of America. Later he became a poet of universal values. Dear students, in this particular poem, I Celebrate Myself, which is the first part of Walt Whitman's sprawling poem, Song of Myself. In this particular poem, Whitman tells about the concept of self. It has a root in the philosophical touch that all living and non-living entities came from the common source, that is Almighty. Many things are revealed in this particular poem, my dear students. So you please pay attention and listen very carefully. The poem has a philosophical touch and it gives immense satisfaction if we understand the poem. Many things he revealed in this particular poem love for land, love for motherland, pride in one's family, importance of nature, health, faith in oneself, and faith in God. These are the things revealed in this particular poem. My dear young students, just have a glance. Before I start the poem, I request you all to have a glance. I celebrate myself and sing myself, and what I assume you shall assume, for every autumn belonging to me as good belongs to you. I loaf and invite my soul, I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass, my tongue every atom of my blood formed from the soil, this air, born here of parents, born here from the parents the same, and their parents the same. I, now 37 years old in perfect health, begin, hoping to cease not till death, creeds and skills in abeyance, retiring back a while, sufficed at what they are, but never forgotten. I harbor for good or bad, I permit to speak at every hazard, nature without check, with original energy. This is the poem, dear students. Now let me explain you line by line. I celebrate myself and sing myself. I refer to whom here? The poet. I also refer to the reader. In this particular poem, the poet clearly emphasizes on the vision of unity. Democracy he tells about. He clearly says that all human beings are same. I celebrate, here celebrate means appreciate. I celebrate myself and sing myself. I appreciate myself. I sing myself. I sing the glory of myself. As I sing myself and I sing about the creation of God, that is my fellow creatures on this earth, and obviously I also celebrate, that means I admire the glory of the Creator, that is the Almighty. Dear students, you please remember, God is present in us. Suppose I celebrate myself, that means I appreciate myself. In the same way, I appreciate God also. God is present in the tiller. God is present in the path maker. If we help them, it is nothing but serving God. It is nothing but appreciating God. Dear students, please remember that. And what I assume, you shall assume. Whatever I have, you also have. In view of God, all are same. There is no favorism in view of God. God has equipped you for life, but He lets you decide what you want to be. We are all given the same equipment. We are all given 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes and a brain. All are given. God does not show any favorism. We are all given the same. What I assume, you shall assume. Whatever I have, you also have. So therefore, we have to appreciate the Creator. Creator is great. And we should also appreciate ourselves. At the same time, we should appreciate our fellow beings. There should not be any other feelings. Okay. And for every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. Whatever that is belonging to me, don't think here about materialistic objects or materialistic benefits. Whatever that is present in nature, whatever that is belonging to me, that belongs to you also. Here the poet clearly says, for every atom belonging to me as good. So the poet always has the positive approach. That's why the word good is used. Every atom is being shared by all in nature. That is the greatness of the Creator. Ultimately, we have to concede or we have to accept or admit that fact. Dear students, next, I loaf and invite my soul. I loaf and invite my soul. I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass. Loaf means loitering or wandering. Loaf and invite my soul means here the poet wants complete freedom. With complete solace and freedom, he wants to wander. And with that freedom, while he is wandering, he happens to find a spear of grass. Here you observe, I lean and loaf at my ease means freely. I freely observe a spear of summer grass. So here grass refers blade of grass is nothing but the symbol of nature. Grass grows, you observe. It grows anywhere, whether it is the land of a poor man or a rich man. Grass does not have any such feeling. And a small blade of grass, dear students, you observe, has its roots in the earth. And dear students, you also remember that a small blade of grass has its own entity, though it is a small blade of grass. What we have to learn from this is every individual has his own importance. Under any circumstances, we should not feel inferior to anybody. We have our own efficiency. Every individual has some sort of significance. That's what we have to understand, my dear students, here. Then you see, my tongue every atom of my blood formed from this soil, this air. My tongue every atom of my blood formed from this soil, this air. Here the poet emphasizes on the point of motherland. My tongue every atom of my blood formed from this soil only. So generally we have patriotism. We love our motherland right from our childhood till we are grown up completely. We live in our motherland, and of course some people go here and there, but they have love and affection on their motherland because they are born and brought up there. So my tongue and every atom of my blood formed from this soil, this air. I was born here. I inhaled the air from my motherland. I consumed water from my motherland. So here the poet also appreciates the human body. He appreciates or he admires the human body also. How the human body is attached to nature, that is also explained here very well. So our body consists, human body consists water, air and space and fire also inside, and earth means some sort of related to mud. We are composed with all those things. That means human beings are very much connected to nature. So that's why human body is also admired by the poet in this particular poem. Born here of parents, born here from parents the same, and their parents the same. From where did I come here onto this earth? I was born to my parents. They were also on this earth, and they were born to their parents, and their parents were born to their parents. This is called generations and lineage. That's why we should have some sort of pride in one's family, or we should have pride in our family, because we have some sort of background. We have to appreciate our family also. We have to appreciate ourselves. We have to appreciate our fellow beings. We have to appreciate our family members. We have to appreciate nature. Then there will be appreciation everywhere, and finally we should appreciate the Creator, that is the Almighty. Dear students, here you see one more very important line here. I now 37 years old in perfect health begin. What was the age of the poet when he wrote a song of myself? His age was 37 years. I now 37 years old in perfect health begin. Hoping to cease not till death. My dear young students, please remember, health is wealth. If we are healthy, we shall be happy. How can we say that we are healthy? Whatever that is eaten by us, if that is digested, that means we are healthy. If we have sufficient sleep, that means we are healthy. Dear students, please remember, wealth does not give us happiness. A person may have a lot of wealth, but if health is not good, he can't be happy. That's why he says, hoping to cease not till death. Hoping to cease not. Cease means stop. He hopes to stop not till he dies. Till he dies, what does he want? Good health. If we have good health, we can be happy. So dear students, please remember that. And last stanza, if you observe, creeds and schools in abeyance. Creeds and schools. So here creeds means precepts or religious beliefs. Schools do not mean the buildings, but the teachers, gurus and saints. In abeyance means they should be kept in suspended action for some time. Retiring back a while, they should be away for some time, sufficed at what they are but never forgotten. Sufficed means sufficient, adequate at what they are. So they are sufficient now. So let us keep them aside for some time. And I harbor for good or bad. I have an idea about good or bad. So I permit to speak at every hazard. I permit to speak at every hazard. Whom does he permit? He permits nature. You see, my dear students, nature has boundless energy. Nature has abundant energy. Nature should be given complete freedom. And you remember, there will be good and bad. Here he says, I harbor for good or bad. I have an idea about good or I have an idea about bad also. I permit to speak. Though sometimes the nature is hazardous, there will be natural calamities. That is there sometimes, but in fact nature has boundless energy, and that energy can come out. For example, if nature is given complete freedom, if nature is given the right to express without any check. There should not be any control. There should not be any check. Though it is sometimes hazardous, the poet wants to say that he would like to give, or he would like to permit nature to speak freely, or that nature can come out with original energy. So in the same way, an individual also. An individual has efficiency, and that efficiency can come out when that person or when that individual is given complete freedom. So dear students, so this is the main concept of the poem. There is a philosophical touch in this particular poem. So mainly the poet concentrated on these points: love for motherland. So he was born in a place, for that he should be grateful, and he should love his motherland forever. And pride in one's family. His parents gave him birth. So in the same way, he expressed his reverence. He showed his respect towards his family. And next is health. Health is very important to every individual, my dear students. And next one is he appreciates the nature. And finally he tells about faith in oneself. We should have faith in ourselves, and we should also have faith in our Creator, that is God. So obviously we can be happy, and we can lead our life happily. So that is what the poet clearly says in this particular poem. My dear students, you just read the poem repeatedly. You can learn many things from this particular poem. Especially remember that you should celebrate yourself. That means you appreciate yourself, and at the same time you appreciate your fellow beings also, and you always show patriotism. You should honor every individual in society. Every individual has his own importance. Even when the blade of grass has its significance, in the same way every individual has also his or her own significance, and you should show love and affection on your motherland. You should respect your parents, and finally you should be very careful about your health, and you should love nature, have faith in God, and faith in yourself also. My dear students, I think you have understood the poem very well. Read the poem repeatedly. There may be an annotation, or there may be a paragraph question. Try to by heart the poetic lines also. If you present the answer with poetic lines, definitely in the valuation the examiner will have positive opinion, and he can award you full marks. And dear students, I express my thanks to all of you for watching this video. Thank you very much.